Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we have a little update on Daredevil from Charlie Cox. Well, as many of you know, and it's a spoiler if you don't, Charlie Cox actually returned as Matt Murdock in Spiderman No Way Home. Now, this was long rumored for the movie, and many people had already been speculating about his return to the MCU. Recently, the actor has given a lot of new details about what he thinks is going to happen, including some talk about the lower PG-13 rating and the possibilities of a costume upgrade. So let's dive in for a couple minutes and talk about what Charlie had to say. Now, before we do that though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the big giveaway. We're going to give away this Oculus Quest 2 at 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on our giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, check out that free Week of Skillshare down below. It's a spectacular way for you to develop your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pockets. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, like we were saying, Spider-Man No Way Home gave us the long-awaited return of Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil. Now, it's very clear he's going to reprise the role in the future of the MCU at some point, but the details are still pretty fuzzy on that. Now, recently, the actor himself has talked a little bit about what he thinks will be in store for the character when he returns. And I have to say, I'm pretty excited. Now, the two biggest details that he talked about was the costume and the rating, so let's deal with the rating first. As many of you know, Marvel likes their PG-13 rating, and clearly their Daredevil series was not PG-13. But Charlie Cox feels pretty confident that Kevin Feige and his team can make it work. This is what he had to say. I wouldn't put it past the folks at Marvel to be able to accomplish this. I'm such a fan of everything they've done so far, I wouldn't underestimate them at all. So, if they wanted to make a more PG version of Daredevil, I back them to find a way to do it that feels totally in keeping with everything we've done. And maybe there's a little less blood, maybe there's a little less whatever, but I back them to do it. It absolutely can work, but I guess what you can't deny is Daredevil is never going to work as well in a PG world as Spider-Man does. Do you know what I mean? That's the point. I think that the age of the character, the Christian guilt, his history, and women and stuff, it's like a little more mature. It has to be. Now, his take on the rating I totally agree with, and I also have full confidence in Marvel Studios being able to adapt the character properly, give us the right tone, but still keep it in line with the rest of the MCU. He also talked a little bit about the costume and some of his hopes for it to evolve in the MCU, but I don't quite think we're going to go with the yellow costume as rumored, but we'll have to wait and see. But this is what Charlie said. If there's some new suit or it does morph or change or it's redone or whatever, it will be much more fun for the fans to just have that moment of like, oh shit, that's what it is. What I would say is I've always liked the idea that at some point in Matt's journey, his emotional journey, and again, I don't know how everything is happening or what might happen or how it ties together to what we've done, I have no idea at all. But I've always liked the idea that at some point he feels like he has earned the right to have the DD on his chest, which we never had. Now for me, I loved the Daredevil costume in the series. The red costume was near perfect, and really the only attribute it did lack was the DD on his chest. Now there's a huge rumor that Daredevil, or at least Matt Murdock, will be part of the She-Hulk show, which is not very far away, and is very likely to be part of Echo. But we'll have to wait and see. In any case, I have no doubts Marvel can not only handle the PG-13 rating, but update its costume in a way that will make fans really excited. But in the meantime, what do you guys think? Do you believe Marvel Studios can make Daredevil work in that PG-13 framework? And how do you feel about a costume upgrade for Old Hornhead in an MCU series? I'm totally down because Marvel Studios has been knocking the costumes out of the park. Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like and click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not getting any updates. Peace.